So in this video, we're going to talk about life lessons. Um, River is learning to sharpen his horns on a tree, taking his anger out on the tree instead of the goats. But River is in this video and these clips, he's going to learn where he belongs in the herd. And in this next little sketch, you're going to see Sissy Jean puts him in his place and tells him what he needs to be doing. I deleted this video by accident with his Aunt Piper teaching him his life lessons. So he learned pretty fast that the day before Aunt Piper put him in his place, and then today Sissy had put him in his place, and you could see he backed down from Aunt Piper pretty fast and got away from her here. So he learned pretty fast, and he's trying to get protection from me, which it ain't gonna work. If they come after him, they could have him because I wasn't gonna get between that. But it went in a matter of seconds that he got down and went to his mama and started doing his own thing, and he's done real good. I'm showing y'all here I got more of his hair on me than he's got on him because he just kept running towards me and wanting up in my lap and stuff. But anyway, he learned pretty fast and he's doing pretty good. And I'm really proud of how Piper and Sissy Jean handled things. He will be going to be put in with his uncle RJ, which is a wither, and RJ will be showing him the ropes of the farm and what he's supposed to be doing around goats. So he's going to be weaned in the next couple of days. For some reason, I was pointing towards the house here. I can't remember, but I was saying something. But I'm doing a voiceover because I want to talk about some other things in this video. Piper, as you can see, the goat all the way to the left that I just took out of frame. I'll get back under that goat right there. Is Piper. Now, Piper was born full-termed with her brother RJ. Piper looked premature when RJ come out looking like he was 2 months old. So Piper's nutrition got cut off on her somehow, and she didn't get all the proper nutrition she deserved to have. And this caused Piper to have a rough start in life. Piper couldn't regulate her temperature. I think they had trouble getting her to suck and so forth and so on. And the first year of her life, it was pretty rough. And the second year is whenever Piper really, once I got Piper when she was a weaned age, along with Layla and Lainey. The first year, she slicked off real good and looked good. The second year, Piper got barber pole. Piper always had wary, coarse hair, never would slick off like the other goats. Piper has been through every wormer that you can name. The second and third year, I really had a lot of problems with Piper. My water, I found out, has iron and sulfur in it. And as we all know, iron combats with the copper and pretty much discontinues the copper out of a goat system. And where the other ones was surviving and doing well with 2 rounds of copper a year plus the minerals, Piper just wasn't doing that. Piper wasn't surviving, really. She was just barely surviving. And like I said, fit worms, done everything in the world for her and just had a lot of problems with her. Well, this year, instead of giving her 2 copper pills, I'm giving 2 adult copper pills. Now, not at the same time, every 6 months. And then 3 months later, I'm giving her like the little Nigerian goat wormer, the little tablet, than the adult tablets. And I gave copper to her that way, plus in her feed minerals. And then I gave her a selenium shot. I have seen the biggest difference in Piper since then. She's slicked off. She has done real good. Her eye color is coming back and doing real good there. The other goats, they've not had worms. Layla is wormed when she kids. And she's always slicked off and looked good. She's never had fishtail. I've noticed the other day that she's starting to have a little bit, but I've run out of mineral, so I need to pick up some loose minerals. I get Sweet Lux, but I have to go 3 or 4 counties over, and they hadn't had it, so I had to replace it with a mineral block, which I bust up, and I really don't like to use it, but it's the only thing that I could get, and I'm a person, something is worth, where nothing is nothing. So they finally got the Sweet Lux in, so I'm going back to get that and start giving that back to them, but they're doing good. River is learning his place in the herd. He's doing good. He is a big baby. Wants to be petted all the time. As you can see, he's trying to get my lap. He loves to lay in my lap and go to sleep, but he's getting too big for that. But overall, all the goats is doing really good. Like I said, everybody's slicking off. Nobody's had worms so far. Piper, before I gave her all this medicine, was coughing and coming and going, and I gave her a round of penicillin and had her feces checked, and they said that worm load was good, that it is the best that they've ever seen her have. So she's the only goat that I had any problems with, other than RJ. One time he had strangles, and we had a lot of rain last year, and there was a pretty good puddle of water that stayed in their lot. Even though I tried to drain it, it would just keep filling up, and I believe he drank out of that hole of water, and that's how he got them. But I moved him out of that lot, wormed him, and he's doing good. I want to talk a little bit about personalities of goats. Goats have the funniest personalities. Each one of them has their own personality. That's a tongue tire. But anyway, Piper is the, I don't know how to say it. She is the outer space child. She don't know nothing's going on around her. She cares less. She zones out. She eats. And all the other goats could take off and running, and Piper's like, whatever, and just stands there like she don't even know they're even doing nothing. Then Layla is the herd leader. She notices everything. She's on alert at all times. She, if it wasn't for Layla, I could leave them up here in this holler without any fences. There's no fences where they're at right here. I could leave them up that holler and they would stay for hours and never come back out. But Layla would not let me go out of the holler. She sees me as the pack leader, and then she's the leader of the goats. So if I move, she's gone. So that's her turn. Sissy Jean, her daughter, is the brown and black goat. She is Queen Diva, Princess Diva, because Layla's queen. She's Princess Diva. She is nosy, curious. She's into everything. If I'm at the barn, I let all the goats out so they can roam around and eat while I'm outside so I can watch them. And instead of her going out and grazing, she's in the middle of the barn. She's in the tool bucket. She's in on the milk stand. She's tries to get in the hayloft. She's always into something. River here, he is a mix of Sissy Jean's personality and their other brother that is Sissy Jean's twin. River wants you to pet on him, love on him, and come and go until it's it just suits him. It's just his turn. Now, Sissy Jean don't want you touching her, petting her, nothing unless it's on her turn. Then at the barn, which is RJ, Piper's full brother that was Godzilla when he was born, he is sweet and mellow and he loves everybody. So he is a good uncle with her for the goats. So River here will be going in with him and he will be getting weaned with his uncle. And then there's Lainey. Lainey is my spirit animal. Lainey is the first one at the gate, the first one that wants hugs and sugars and lovin's and wants to be by me at all times when we're together. And then there's Sully. Sully is a godsend to me and fell in my lap at the right time. As you can see, Layla and Piper have a little bit of Nubian in them, so I got Sully, which is a full Alpine, to breed the Nubian out and bring good stuff to my stock. But he is, for a buck, he is sweet and mellow and kind and gentle and all the things you would want in a buck. And I've never had the first problem with him. But if you watch this little video right here, River is trying to get across the creek to the girls. And he don't know how to get across because he's never done it before. And he foos around and he falls dead into the creek. Luckily, we don't have any water in the creek, but it was so funny. I wish I had been closer to watch him tumble over in there, but it was so funny. But that's a little bit of upkeep on the goats and what's going on with them, and just letting you see that River is learning life lessons. There he goes. Life lessons. Minute by minute and hour by hour, and it's just been the most exciting thing to watch ever. And it was even funnier when his brother was here, which he was sold. But it was so funny to watch them two together learn and play and come and go, and it's even more rewarding to watch them grow into the herd and see where they belong in the herd, even though he won't be here long and hopefully he'll be sold soon. He is learning what a herd is, so when he gets to the next herd, he will understand body language and know where he stands in his herd. So this video is almost to the end of it, and if you watch a few moments here later, you will see that I holler for the goats and they come running. My call for them is, yeep, let's go. And here they come. They know what I'm doing, and we're going to the barn. We're going to get some grain and some water, and we're going to call it a night. I want to thank you all for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you on the next video.